Welcome to your daily focus for December the 1st, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. So we have a new month, December. I will be putting out a video for December 2021. We'll take a fast glance at it through the numerology, through the astrology, and definitely pull some cards for you. But we're looking at an 8 energy. December is a 12, so we're looking at the 12 energy. 1 plus 2 is a 3, so we're looking at the 3 energy. We'll definitely revisit the 5 energy because that's the yearly energy. This is the last month for the yearly energy for us collectively. And 3 plus 5 is an 8. So our strength, our courage needs to be front and center. Our integrity needs to be attached to it. We learn new ways of evolving our love because it's all about unconditional love and growing into that, understanding when to, you listen to the shamans and the gurus and the teachers and the mentors out there, and they all talk about seeing the beauty of that person through their eyes, regardless of the walk they've taken. And I find that to be incredibly a high bar in today's society, to see that sometimes in another person. So, but it is about recognizing it in each other, in ourselves, this godlike presence within us, this temple. So we have December, which is giving us a lot of new energy. We have the 1st today. So the number 1, the I am. So this is a beautiful day to do your new moon affirmations of what you want to bring into your life, or just affirmations, positive affirmations. Write a mission statement about who you are, where you're going, what you stand for, what you promise collectively to yourself, to the world, to your environments, to your circle, your tribe, your clan, your family. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 9 energy. So we are in that full moon. We are in that lunar eclipse energy of the 9. And the 9 is, yes, it's about closure, but it's in order to clear the clutter on the path going forward. So definitely today is a day to look at what we need to complete, what we need to end, what we need to move past, where we need to heal, where we need to allow forgiveness, maybe for another person, maybe for ourselves. And when I say forgive another person, it's forgiving them for being, and I've used it before, and I'm sorry, but I have just no better way to describe it. So maybe you can give me some new words so it's a little bit more delicate. But you're forgiving them for being so stupid, to not have the empathy, the knowledge, the wisdom, the clarity, the understanding of what their words, of what their actions actually did to you. And release their power over you. Because as long as you hold on to that anger, as long as you don't walk away from it, it does have a controlling effect on you. Subconsciously, consciously. So the 9 energy is here today to allow us to move forward, but by clearing our pathway, by letting go of what no longer has value in our life. And that might be incredibly hard to do today. I think we have the Sun and Pluto fighting up there in the sky today. They're not getting along. That's our warrior. That's our warrior wanting to go forward, and the Sun saying, but I need this in my life. And Pluto's saying, no, you don't. You need to step away from that and go this way. So it might be truth seeking within yourself. It might be truth seeking in the environment around us. We have the sun in Sagittarius. By the time most of us have had breakfast, the sun will have moved into Scorpio. So that is digging for the truth, the understanding, the clarity. What else is happening in the sky? Mercury is on fire right now, but that's probably because it's sitting right next to the sun. No pun intended. But I don't think Mercury's happy today, so we can get frustrated very easily over things we don't have control over, or we see the control slipping. We don't want to give it up for whatever reason. Maybe we need to. Maybe we need to hang on tight, but chances are, if we're getting frustrated about it and we see the control leaving us, maybe it's best to let it go. Remember, we have the 12 energy now. That is the hangman energy. That's being in the moment, understanding where we need to surrender, compromise, let go, analyze our situations. And Neptune, I think yesterday I said Neptune must be in retrograde or something. Guess what? It goes direct today. So Neptune has gone forward, filled us with all kinds of fantasies. Then it went retrograde and we got very serious about what can be and what can't be. It wasn't a time for believing in fairy tales at all. And now it's going direct again. So it's going over and saying maybe we were a little too harsh here. Maybe we acted a little bit too quickly here. Maybe we didn't understand or have the clarity, and there's more information coming in that dream does have potential. So whatever dreams you think are just like, oh, I can't believe I even thought that, you're going to go forward and become, to get a clarity, to get an understanding. And we may be, how we've been looking inwardly all this time, and I got tired of saying it. I started feeling like a broken record. Now we start to look outward to how we can go forward, how we can apply our imagination to bring in reality around us with the strength. So we want to pay attention to maybe where we have made a poor decision, or we had an impulsive moment, maybe what we were doing, maybe what we were saying. There could have been a lot of disorganization, which led to a lot of miscommunication. So pay attention to those things. Okay, what's our card? Tell me. Oh, look at that. The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is roll up your sleeve. Understand your pure potential and demand more of yourself. That you can do better. That you can give it more. I think the last time that card came out, I was talking about 1% of 30%. I don't know how I got to that, but I did at the time. So I do remember that part. But I think it was a 360 degree. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Let's cut the cards and find out, though, what our cards are for today. Oh, look at that. The Ten of Cups. We want to bring in our happily ever after. This is a day to concentrate on your happily ever after, of what you truly want to bring into your life when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your environment, when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to the things that bring happiness, bring joy. So it is about your passions, your desires, your dreams, and the potential of those things. And today is definitely a day to back it up a little bit and think about what you truly want to bring into your world. We have the Six of Pentacles. I was watching one reader, and they said that this is one of the December cards. So here it is out, the first day of December. This is about understanding your relationships a little bit better. This is understanding where you might be giving too much in a relationship or taking too much in a relationship. If somebody else isn't willing to work towards their own goals, then you've got to back up and stop giving it more energy than they are. Or maybe it's towards you. Maybe they're always asking you for favors, but when you turn around and ask, they always seem to be busy. They just can't accommodate. Gosh, they'd love to help though, but gee golly, gee willikers, right? Can't do it. And you help me out so much. I just want to help you all the time, but you know me, I'm so busy. And this is the kind of thing you'll hear back. They'll have the excuses. And it's realizing that those excuses are just lies wrapped up in reasons. So it's becoming aware of where there might be a little bit of an imbalance within a relationship, where there might need to be a conversation, where there may be a reason for you to walk forward, reach out your hand, and in some instances, it'll be turning and walking away. Now, it's not always with people when that card shows up, and I do kind of rationalize it more with our relationships, but it could be something that you are, could be that you have a job and they demand so much of your time and the pay isn't as good as it is, and mandatory overtime, and it cuts into the things that you want to do and the focus. If it's making you that miserable, then put your application out for something a little bit more suited for yourself. And statistics show if you already have a job, you're more apt to get the job you've applied for because you have this little bit of confidence like, if you don't hire me, I'm still good. So this is what I've got to offer you. And I hope you're smart enough to take it kind of attitude rather than, oh, please, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent without you. That need gives a vibration of insecurity. And when they feel insecurity, they're not going to hire you because there's something off about you. So, but when you sit there with a confidence, they're like, this person knows that they can do it. Let's give them a try. Let's see if they can. Let's call their bluff. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles says, any decision is a good decision. The lack of making a decision is a bad decision. And it is a decision to not make that decision, to procrastinate, to wait it out, to hopefully, it all goes away and you don't have to deal with it. So this is something you do have control over, and you're not taking the control needed in order to make it go away, in order to level the playing field, I heard. So that means something to somebody out there. I know it when I hear things like that your angels are working overtime for you. This is saying, sit back, think it through. We have that Scorpio moon, and we're going to have it for several days. So it's about thinking and getting the clarity, getting the understanding, going out and asking questions. New questions will pop into your head, questioning things in order to get to that truth, that understanding, that clarity, so that you can progress, so that you can go forward. But many times we kind of turn away from it and hope that it'll take care of itself. It will. You just probably won't like the walk as much, because when we let them handle it, we really learn the lesson. When we handle it ourselves, they back up a little bit and say, well, let's see how they do. They're on the right path. So it is about acknowledging your responsibilities and obligations to yourself, to others, and following through and understanding what works for you and what doesn't work for you, what has value for you, what doesn't have value for you. And with that 9 energy today, we see where we can clear things in our world. We might not want to, though. With Pluto and the Sun arguing up there, we can be very indecisive about where we want to go and what we want to do, and we'll feel restless, we'll feel unsettled. So we need to dive into the knowledge and gaining the knowledge and gaining the wisdom so that we can make those decisions. So if your focus is a little off today, it's okay. It's kind of supposed to be. We might be all over the map too. We might have like 1,001 ideas come at us today of all these things that we can do, all in different parts of our life. And it's just too much. We just don't even know where to start. So it's about taking a deep breath, stepping back a little bit, and yes, go within, but your answers will really be out there rather than inside today. So it's asking the questions, it's looking for the research, researching, editing, maybe editing your strategy. Oh my gosh, you know what? I went right by our mantra deck again. So I go with what they tell me to do, and I grab the animals. So we're going right to the animals today. So new moon affirmations, any kind of affirmation. Write them down, journal it, say it aloud. Oh my goodness. I saw the skunk fly. Hang on. I'm diving. Oh, there's a lot of cards. I saw the skunk fly, but then we got a whole bunch of cards. We got the bat. We've got the deer. We've got the skunk. And we've got the star, the sea star again. Take a chance. I'm not going to read all of these. The skunk called my attention as they all flew down, so we will go with the skunk. But what does the bat tell us? Clarity. Today is a day when we can bring clarity into our lives. The deer. Don't forget to giggle. Don't forget to laugh. Don't forget to have fun. That is the whole point of the 5 energy for the entire year, is that we learn how to bring joy into our life on a consistent basis. That we manage busy a little bit better, because 5 energy is always busy, always flipping one place to a next to a next. We're constantly searching and seeking of a greater thrill, a greater happiness, a greater joy. And knowing that when you're taking that 5 energy too far and you throw the baby out with the bathwater, because that's all you can focus on, and the rest of your life is falling apart behind you while you do that. So, but giggles, laughter, joy. And then we have the take a chance. Take a chance on yourself. Take a risk on yourself. If you have been debating this in your mind, you're being called for a reason. It's your path. It's your angels whispering to you, telling you to, hey, look at this. Wouldn't you like to do this? Hey, look at that. Wouldn't you like to do that? Hey, look at them. Wouldn't you like to know them? Take a risk. Take a chance on you, on your dreams, on your potential. And then we'll go to the silence of the skunk. So maybe our communication skills aren't so great today with the silence of the skunk showing up. And it's more of those inner conversations that we need to have about the things that we need to talk about going forward. Maybe working it out in our minds, practicing in a mirror, writing it out first. What is the intention of this conversation? What do I want to have happen because of this conversation? What if it goes south? Practice it with another person. Sometimes another person will just say something and it's like, they wouldn't say that. But what if they did? Okay, where's our little skunk here? Skunk, silence, meditate, quiet your mind, sense, respect, ego, and protection. Silence makes the real conversations between friends, not the saying, but the never needing to say that counts. If you've chosen skunk, and we have, because we're here, the message is for you to walk in silence. You may feel that in order to get through your situation, you need to act defensively or aggressively. Skunk tells you that just walking in silence can be just as powerful. Skunk uses their odor to attract their own kind, and they use that same odor to repel those that they don't want near them. Choose the proper energy that you want to put out into the universe in order to attract the right kind. You don't have to make a lot of noise to get what you want. You just have to review the situations, act with respect, and sense that in time you will receive, and you will. It isn't about ego, it's about confidence. So once again, we get that confidence, right? It's not about your ego. It's about your confidence. It's about your strength. And no, we don't have to explain ourselves away, especially when it's about where we're going today. Yesterday was a little bit more of that kind of energy. Today, we just have to be confident in our own steps. So today isn't the day for the explanations. Today isn't the day for the conversations. Today is the day to walk in silence. But our communication with God, our angels, our spirit guides, maybe past loved ones, what we see, because when we stop talking, our eyes work a little bit harder for ourselves. When we stop seeing, our ears might work a little bit better for ourselves. So pay attention to what you are hearing, what you are reading. Maybe those aha moments show up. Maybe those epiphanies show up. Wouldn't that be wonderful to just get that aha moment? But I think today might be a whole bunch of little aha moments, and we might actually get frazzled by the amount of things that we start thinking about that we can bring into our lives. The things that we can transform, the things that we can manifest. So walk in silence today. Research. Ask questions. Be truthful with yourself. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.